Welcome back, everybody, to the TYSK report. Thank you all for being here. Got some great articles on the docket, so let's dive into them. Now, here in our first article, we got RoboFab is ready to build 10,000 humanoid robots per year. Now, humanoid robots are pretty cool, and Agility Robotics bipedal robot Digit, which are these two robots right here, is up there in terms of advanced tech. The company announced it's getting ready to crank up its RoboFab, which can build more than 10,000 digits per year. And the factory will be built in Salem, Oregon. And the company tells TechCrunch it started initial construction of the 70,000 square foot robot factory last year and is set to open later this year. The opening of our factory marks a pivotal moment in the history of robotics, the beginning of the mass production of commercial humanoid robots, said Agility Robotics co-founder and CEO Damien Shelton. We built Digit to solve difficult problems in today's workforce like injuries, burnout, high turnover, unfillable labor gaps, and the ultimate vision of enabling humans to be more human, whatever that means. I wanted to start off with this article because this is an interesting article. Right now, they do have the UAW workers who are striking, and they work in the plants and the warehouses, working when it comes to cars. Well, this company right here, who is building these digits, are going to be able to build them at scale and they're going to be able to build 10,000 per year. So just imagine where they're starting off right now, of where that could be 5 to 10 years from now. And in addition to that, they can easily enhance these robots and make them stronger, where they can lift heavier things, or make them faster, where they're able to move around a 70,000 square foot warehouse and be able to move around more efficiently. And just imagine if they were able to take these robots, put them on assembly lines, or put them in different places where humans used to be, and they are able to produce even more. So this is just something to look out for. So if you know someone who might be working in a warehouse or working in an industry related to this, it can easily be disrupted. It's already being disrupted, but it's starting to become disrupted at a faster rate. And I can see this playing out to where they're going to eventually put these types of robots in different places where humans used to be. So this is just to put your mind at the forefront of what you could do now to put yourself in a better position to where you're not affected by that later on down the road. Now, moving on to our next article. Revel, the car subscription startup from Spain, raises $123 million to take its business up a gear. Revel is announcing $123 million in funding to expand its business based around one of these models, a digital car subscription service, essentially a flexible lease agreement that includes insurance and maintenance aimed at consumers willing typically to commit for at least a year. There have been plenty of startups that have tried to bring a technology spin to the leasing market. Some of these, like the startup Fair, raised hundreds of millions of dollars in equity and took on hundreds of millions more in debt before most definitely crashing and burning after failing to match customer demand to capital intensive efforts of buying in vehicles. Over the last 3 years, this company has mainly used it to test out different kinds of business models around the concept of car subscriptions. And Revel has found that people like the idea of leasing, and with people being used to the idea of subscriptions and on demand everything, Revel added the ability for people to swap cars in and out from a range of options as part of it. So, right now, even though companies have crashed and burned and they were not able to build out this subscription at scale and have it affect the auto industry as much as they would have liked it to, Revel is still picking up where those companies left off and is going to continue to take that torch and this baton and keep running this race, because with something like this, I mentioned this before previously in a previous video, go check them out, but car subscriptions, I believe, are definitely going to be a thing, as more and more people are probably not going to want to own vehicles or have to have the hassle of taking care of the vehicle, doing all these different things with the vehicle. I believe this subscription model is going to play a key role in the future, and I believe people are definitely going to take that deal, because all the subscriptions that we have as humans right now, another subscription is going to be no different. And it can be even more cost effective versus someone having to own an entire vehicle. Now, moving on to the next article, we have Cruise. Cruise is back in the news, and they reveal wheelchair accessible robo taxi with testing to begin next month. That's a nice looking vehicle right there. Of course, they got the sun gleaming on it to give it that little extra flair. That's nice. Cruise CEO Kyle and other executives revealed Thursday in San Francisco a prototype of a custom built wheelchair accessible self-driving robotaxi and said that closed course testing of the driverless vehicle will begin in October. Now, the vehicle, called the Cruise Wave, is the result of 3 years of product design, development, and testing by Cruise and GM, along with its partners on the project Brawn Ability and Q Strength. The Wave looks similar to the company's purpose-built Origin vehicle, which was revealed as a prototype in January 2020 and is now being tested on public roads in Austin and Miami. On a social media, Valk posted a video that shows all of the features, including that the vehicle lowers to the curb, an automatic ramp, two securing options, including docking and a hook. And here in one of these threads on X, Kyle put the transportation status quo is not only unsafe, it is inaccessible. Over 41 million Americans with disabilities deserve better transportation options. I'm excited to introduce the Cruise Wave, the world's first self-driving wheelchair accessible vehicle. So I think this is a cool concept that Cruise is building out, and of course they're expanding their autonomous vehicles out on the West Coast. And with this, I think this is going to be great for people who might have had difficulty getting around the city or getting around different places because there were no transportation options for them to do so. Moving on to the next article, we have Meta. Meta's next smart glasses may have just shown up in FCC filings. Meta may be on the cusp of releasing a new pair of Ray-Ban Stories. Meta's next pair of smart glasses, made in partnership with Ray-Ban owner Luxottica, might be released sometime soon. The original Ray-Ban Stories let you capture photos and videos using the cameras next to the lenses and look through what you capture on the companion app. They also have microphones and speakers to capture and play audio, and they haven't been a hit. The Wall Street Journal reported in August that less than 10% of the people that bought the smart glasses use them on a monthly basis. Now, the new smart glasses will let you live stream video to Facebook and Instagram, and even hear comments from people watching your stream. Now, Rutgers said in August, live streamers will be able to directly communicate with their audience, with the glasses relaying comments via audio over the built-in headphones. The Wall Street Journal reported that the new smart glasses will have improved battery life and better cameras and are scheduled to be released in the fall or spring of 2024. So with this, I'm interested in seeing what happens if they release these, because if they weren't a hit before, I wonder if the live streaming component is going to make them more interesting for people, and if there's going to be different features that it's going to make live streaming easier versus having to set up so much different equipment. You'll be able to live stream um, directly from the glasses, so that's a cool concept. And in addition to that, I wonder how these smart glasses is going to have an impact on the Meta Quest 3 or those VR headsets that Meta is building out as well. So with these smart glasses, if you do, or if you have owned a pair of Ray-Ban Stories, or if you still do, comment down below in the comment section. Let me know what you use them for, and would you use these new line of products that are potentially coming out there? I know they were in FCC filings, but would you utilize these, or do you believe they're going to be a bigger hit because it has a live streaming component in it? Moving on to our last story, we got our good friend Elon back in the news. Elon Musk says X will charge users a small monthly payment to use its service. Now, X owner Elon Musk today floated the idea that the social network, formerly known as Twitter, may no longer be a free site. In a live stream conversation with Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin on Monday, Musk said that the company was moving to a small monthly payment for the use of the X system. He suggested such a change would be necessary to deal with the problem of bots on the platform, and Musk didn't say what the new subscription payment would cost, but described it as a small amount of money. So, with this, I think there's going to be a small conundrum or dilemma that people are going to be put in. In a previous video, I talked about how X was speaking about having people verify their identity, and you should definitely check those previous videos out. But they would have to verify their identity with a selfie and a government ID. So I wonder if this is going to put people on a type of seesaw where they're going to have to pick which side they want to land on. Is it going to be the side where you don't have to verify yourself, but you'll have to pay to use X, or will you have to verify yourself, but you won't have to pay to use X? So this is going to be something that I'll continue to follow because I use X a lot, when it comes to learning about different things, finding out what's going on in different sectors or all these different places when it comes to what's happening in the world or world events of that sort. So I'm not sure if I will pay for it. It'll be another monthly cost added on to other monthly costs, but it is a valuable platform. So when it comes to people who get on it every day, I wonder if you all are going to pay for it. And if you're not using X, what are you using? Are you utilizing Facebook more? Are you utilizing Instagram more? Reddit? Comment down below in the comment section and let me know. So these were some interesting and great articles that we had on the docket today. Let me know and comment down below in the comment section which one you found the most interesting. And as always, I hope that you stay connected, stay curious, and don't miss out on the next report about the things that you should know that are happening in the world of technology.